In this video, I'll be talking about one of the biggest disasters in marketing history, so stay tuned. Marketing, advertising, branding, packaging. When all these things come together and they're done right, they can skyrocket a company's sales. But what about when it all goes wrong? Let's talk about Tropicana. Tropicana is obviously an iconic brand. They were founded way back in 1947, and like any brand that's been around for so long, they've developed a lot of brand equity. People became familiar with the staples of the Tropicana brand, like the simple color palette, the classic logo, and the orange drinking straw that's literally jammed right into the middle of it. So they became attached to these brand elements. Obviously, over time, a brand needs to evolve, and change isn't always a bad thing, but updating a brand is often done best when the company evolves. So the company moves forward whilst keeping core, recognisable elements in place to ensure that they continue to be recognised by consumers. Take a look at these examples by Google and Coca-Cola, where they have the core elements remaining the same whilst moving that brand forward over time. But Tropicana went all in. We're talking a complete 180, and it went seriously wrong. In February 2009, sensing the old brand had become tired and out of date, and in search of something modern, they switched from this to this. And the new carton and the ad campaign to promote it was centered around the slogan, "Squeeze." They spent a staggering $35 million on the new packaging, plus the ad campaign, which was built around the slogan, "Squeeze, it's a natural," to promote it. But that would pay for itself, right? Wrong. Because the problem was, all of a sudden, Tropicana just wasn't Tropicana anymore. It looked just like any other orange juice. They threw away everything recognisable that people loved about the brand, to the extent that consumers were getting confused in stores and just walking right past like they didn't even have Tropicana in stock. Sales plummeted by 20%. Consumers were looking for that plump orange with the red and white drinking straw, and they simply left the store disappointed when they couldn't see it. And it wasn't helped by the fact that the Tropicana logo is literally positioned vertically on the carton, meaning you have to turn your head to read it. Even the name of the product is treated differently, with the pure premium brand label used since the 1950s being cast aside in favour of the pretty vanilla sounding 100% orange, which takes up as much space on the bottle as the Tropicana brand name. And many of those who did realise it was a rebranded Tropicana carton actually felt badly disconnected and let down by the rebrand. The company had totally underestimated the customer's emotional connection to that old design. And the customer backlash was so scathing that the company was forced to abandon the rebrand and revert to the old design. Seriously, how did they get this so wrong? In total, they lost over $50 million. Yes, that's $50 million, and gave their competitors' sales a boost in the process. It was a total fiasco, but with plenty of lessons for marketers. The main one is to play carefully with your brand. If you're going to change things, just change them gently, and this will keep your brand recognisable. Trust and affection are earned over years and decades, but they can be wiped out in seconds by a bad experience or a lack of understanding of what your customers really like about your brand. So take things slow, and remember, evolution, not revolution. As Warren Buffett said, it takes 20 years to build a reputation and just 5 minutes to ruin it. And if you think about that, you'll do things differently. Enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more marketing tips, teardowns, and product reviews. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed today's story.